Guys, got an exciting announcement, doing some shows in some towns that I've been coming to for years, but now we're doing a little bit bigger venues. So this is a pre-sale announcement. For May 15th, I will be in Albany, New York. Then May 16th, I'll be in Burlington, Vermont. Tickets are about to go on sale with the code MYRTLE. You can get tickets pre-announced. These are before we've actually put the tickets out. Use the code MYRTLE to get tickets for May 15th in Albany, May 16th in Burlington, Vermont, and June 6th in Red Bank, New Jersey. Red Bank, last time I was there, was awesome. We did 2 shows. This time coming back, a bigger venue, June 6th. Then Huntsville, Alabama. I will be at Levity Live February 20th through the 22nd. Am I going to have Brendan Sagalow with me? Probably. But that's going to be fun shows. 5 shows in Huntsville, Alabama at Levity Live. And don't forget to get your tickets at dansoder.com or punchup.live Dan Soder. But don't you ever think about...
Great.
Don't you ever think about now with... I've been thinking about this a lot. With comedy, there's like so many rich comedians that are going to have shitty kids that are going to have like... those kids, they're going to have those kids that are like, my grandfather was Shane Gillis. He, like...
I met someone at the dog park who went to high school with Louis' kids.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And he goes, we were coming of like this, like white men are all evil, as her dad was the white man who was evil.
That's wild.
So it's like,
that's wild.
Shit. And I'm also already in like, fuck my parents. They don't know shit. And it's like, so America also agrees with you on this one.
Yeah. Well, did you see that story?
I don't know how you would navigate that.
There was a story about...
Just take my shirt off.
No,
do this.
Dude, you can fucking do it however the fuck... I was literally walking the dog in this and I'm doing it.
Oh, really? What do you mean? Like yo-yo? High-level yo-yo?
I was like, I was in the living room busting out tricks for Pimp before the podcast started. I go, you might know this one as a little Half Moon Bay.
It's great when you're walking along. I've had them before. People are like, what? Like old ladies are like, where'd you get that?
Wait, can I just tell you, as someone that's known you for a while, you do have yo-yo energy. That you would have a yo-yo on you.
I've been around the world and I go around the world.
And you've been like, and you can like snap it back.
Yeah, it's like this, like, oh, hey guys doing? Something I forgot. There was some out there I was forgetting. Oh, I know, my yo-yo. There it is. Yo-yo. And that's the teaser, everybody. Welcome to the episode.
70 years ago, you would have been a traveling yo-yo salesman. You'd have been like, well, tell me this. How's it stuck to the floor if it's in my hand?
Yeah. Now, if your power goes out, how's your TV going to do you then?
Yeah, dude, I always tried, just like everything in my life, I tried yo-yos and I just failed at it and got frustrated. And it was like, fuck this. And then had just a tiny glimpse of a window where I knew how to yo-yo, and then it left me.
It's great.
You go everywhere. I saw an article today about the top 10 cities for expats, and the top
was Cuenca on
bottom 10. Where the fuck is my phone?
Hold on. Let me see if I can get any.
All right, do you want to do top 10 first?
Yeah.
This is the positive.
Let me see how many I can get.
This is the top 10. Okay. These are the 10 cities with best quality of living.
I'm going to guess.
For expats.
When did it come out?
Today.
Fuck. Well, then maybe Cuenca's off there.
Cuenca?
Cuenca, Ecuador, because now they're having an uprising.
Oh, well, yeah, that probably will do it.
Yeah.
I think a government uprising will take you off the top 10.
There's some city in Mexico. I forgot the name of it. Okay, great. I'm so far over to Tbilisi was going to be the last one, I guess.
I'm really going to just tell you this right now. I hate to blow it for you. They're all white countries. They're all very white.
Tbilisi's all I got.
They are very white countries.
I don't know. What do we got then?
Number 1 is Zurich for Switzerland. I mean,
whoa. That may be how I'm misunderstanding. You need your dollar to go further, not less far.
Yeah, but see, this is how you...
barely getting by guy thinks differently than I have been getting by guy.
You go to like live in... I remember when we were doing Sixth and Jump, you were like, I drank some painter's drink. What was it? You got drunk on a guy. You were like in...
Chichi.
Hey, Defund Penal. Speaking of which,
I had to get real mad at this T-shirt the other day.
Really?
What's that supposed to mean? Like, buddy, it's going to take you a while to make you understand it. It's not what you're mad about. It's not. You would agree with me. He's a bad cop.
We need to find the episode.
Yeah.
I think it was like season 2, fucking episode 16. So you can just say it to him. So you can just go like, if someone goes, what does that mean? You go, 21 Jump Street, season 2, episode 6. Defund Doug Penhall.
Here's my contact info. Tell me if I'm wrong. Go watch
He
it and
fights
tell me if
high
I'm wrong.
school kids. He fights them. He's a grown man and he fights
Not
high
even
school kids.
in they're not looking at those kids as
Is Six and
props.
Jump still up available?
Someone just said that they've been gone. That they went to the Patreon because we made it for free, and then they were like, "These episodes aren't up on the video anymore."
We'll find it. We'll find it and put it back out. But we watched all the seasons of 21 Jump Street throughout the pandemic, and Doug Penhall fought children as an adult
ruled.
cop. So we made a Defund Penhall shirt, and I could definitely see someone in New York catching that and being like,
So supposed to mean-
especially because the pro police people
Yeah.
are aggressive about asking you, like if you
They'll just break that social code. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
if you-
stranger, let me come at you aggressively.
if you had a pro cop shirt, no liberal would ever push you on it.
Yeah.
But you having a defund Doug Penhall has guys going, hey, I lost my brother in 9/11. He's a fucking NYPD. Why are you defunding the cops?
Was that there? Give him the right to punch a fucking a football player.
Yeah.
He's just trying to get on the team.
You ever been to a Buffalo Wild Wings on a Friday and been drunk? So these are the cities with best quality of living, and this has nothing to do with money.
Okay.
But what I was saying was when we were doing Six and Jump,
Benghazi.
Ari went to Central America, and we were doing an episode. He's like, hey, I'm pretty drunk. I drank this stuff out of a boot. It was something like that.
I think it was Chicha or something like
Yeah.
that.
And he's like, some construction worker had it down here. And I'm like, that's how Ari travels. Ari's like getting fucked up. That's like someone coming to New York and getting drunk with one of the Mexican cooks that are outside at 5 p.m.
In the morning,
having-
you walk in the morning, they're like, "We're just getting started. We finished."
There used to be this place across the street when I worked on 50th and 3rd. It's now like a spa, but it was a bodega with a top level with like tables and shit, so you could go get a sandwich and it had like a full bar, a food bar, and you could go upstairs. But it was also like a deli where you could get stuff. And dude, the morning shift, I found this out pretty quickly. The morning shift cooks would all buy tall boy Budweisers and go get fucking hammered at like 4:30. So when I was done closing lunch and I would like maybe go get a sandwich before I go to the comedy clubs, they would be blackout on this top level and they'd be like, hey, gringo loco. And they'd be like, hey, gringo. I'd be like, hey, guys.
I know enough to know that.
Yeah,
I
I'd
agree.
be like, Miguel, what's going on? They're like,
Miguel is Sugel.
they'd be like, where is Salah? They'd be like saying they'd be all fucked up. That'd be like if someone visiting Ari is someone visiting New York, seeing those cooks drunk and getting drunk with them.
Dude,
that's how you travel.
The benefit, the real superpower of a Latino immigrant is the ability to get drunk off one tall boy.
They can just get banged up. But by the way, their drunk is so much more fun. It's
So much
singing,
more fun.
And they're like, hey, they get very horny, which is funny.
Yeah,
They're
sing,
like,
dance.
Oh, fuck. Like the way that drunk Mexican dudes in the day that just worked in the kitchen, how much they love pussy is like a kid doesn't love Christmas that much. They're just like, ooh. They'll like just say names of girls that I was waitressing with, and they'd be like, ooh, Alyssa. Ooh. And you're like, yeah, Roberto, you can see her tomorrow. And then like, one time this dude, his name was Francisco. He was a busboy. He like had a crush on my friend Sarah, and he was like, she walked away, and he was like, Sarah, like that. And I go, that's my sister, dude. And he went, I'm so sorry. He got so upset about it. And then later in the shift, I was like, I'm fucking with you. She's just my friend. And he was like, man.
Don't do that, bro.
Yeah, he was
Don't
like,
do that
man.
to me.
Dude, those guys were just, he got so upset when I was like, that's my sister, bro. And he was like, oh fuck. But I think these are rich people traveling.
They also have the ability to pass out face down mid sidewalk.
Yeah.
Just like they don't go like, oh, guys, I'm gonna go home.
If you want to see someone sleeping comfortably on the train, you'll see like a drunk Mexican dude just sitting there, and you're like, this guy's locked in.
Yeah.
He's like all the way to Queens. He's like, only time I've seen a person fall that hard asleep was Joe List and then he ended up in
drinking days,
all 5 boroughs.
Nice.
He woke up a stop before he was supposed to get off.
right before Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Let's hear him. Let's hear him.
So these are the top 10 cities.
Zurich makes sense.
Vienna, Austria.
Wow. Yeah, because if you're an old person, you hate different races.
The
You're like, where can I
smells
go?
upset you.
Expat.
This is like truly
Yeah.
if you are rich and white.
Yes, it wouldn't even Berlin. It'd be like Munich.
Yeah, and this is like
Frankfurt.
this is what I mean. This is like MSN. This is like an MSN article, which isn't MSNBC, but it's like This is just a shitty list. This isn't even like that good of a list. All right, so it goes Zurich, Vienna, Geneva. Switzerland's 2 out of the top 3.
Wow.
Copenhagen,
Love
Denmark.
it. Love it there. Best weed in Europe. Sorry, España.
Really?
Maybe you guys can count, but from white Europe, best weed.
Is Copenhagen, Denmark?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why? Was it
I forgot who I was talking to.
Yeah, I want to know.
He was like,
dude.
wait. Pause.
I want to get a
Let's
taste
talk.
on this.
They have this place called Christiania. It's this like rebel anarchist town in the heart of Denmark with like no laws. They just retook like a government, like a army housing because they don't use it.
Yeah.
So they need it for a while. Like, why is this going to waste? And it's like all that socialist stuff. Like, we should use this. And the government's like, you're not wrong. And so they went in like, you can't have stuff falling apart. But they have these weird art projects out there. Weed is legal.
Okay.
All the fun drugs are legal. I go, what is mushrooms? It goes right on the fence, but on this side of the fence. And they have 2 laws. They have a few laws. Right of like just human, like basic human rights, which means you can go to anybody's door and go have a glass of water. And how do you not give someone a glass of water? So like you have
How would that play in America?
Not well. Not well.
I mean, can we get to that point?
Yeah.
Let's try to get back to, can I get a glass of water?
I know it seems crazy, but like hey, if you're a normal person, you're like, I want a glass of, there's someone's home right. This should be fine. I just want a glass of water.
Thirsty,
yeah.
And I need a glass of water
And
in America.
runs free
They're
from the
like,
taps.
oh, fuck. Going to someone's door, that's the new Jackass. I'm
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to go get a glass of water.
That would be very fun.
Yeah,
I have that one and I have this one when somebody's at a outside like eating area and you're just the fence is right there and you're walking by, you go, hey man, can I get a lighter? And so they do it and you light your cigarette or joint or whatever and then just chuck it and then see if they fight you over a $1 lighter.
I would assume most of it's the inconvenience of maybe I needed that lighter.
And
but
how
I think at
rude.
most you get like, come on.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah. So they have basic human rights. So you get a glass of water.
And then 2 major rules: no taking pictures and no running.
What is it, a
They're
pool?
high and they're
Are they
doing
a giant pool?
somewhat illegal drugs.
No eating 45 minutes before you come into Copenhagen.
If a 17-year-old gets in every 45 minutes, you get out.
That's so funny. Adult Copenhagen. It's everyone. Only adults can be out. So they have basic human rights.
Yeah,
No
and then no
running?
running, no taking pictures. Look, call that up. See, right there.
Yeah.
You got that. It's really beautiful. They have public art displays. It's awesome. It's awesome.
And then
Christiania.
Nice. He put in an edit that he knew you were going to do.
Let's give him more work. Let's give him more work.
That was seeing the final product. I already jumped ahead to the editing process. But you like, that is the idea that you could just be basically decent to someone. It's hilarious that we are so
How
far away
outsider
from
it is. Dude, I heard this NPR interview during name
You
drop.
can't even
Name
be
drop.
nice to
Can you
people.
can you glass me some glasses on that?
Yes, dude. Full Rick Glassman,
Yeah.
this podcast.
Full Rick Glassman,
I
this
need you to
podcast.
fucking.
Yeah.
I need you, dude.
Every
I'm
time
gonna
I
get a
name
text
drop
from
something upscale, just like glasses.
Mike's
beard,
gonna
pipe.
text me and be like, "What the fuck was Ari doing? I've been up since 5 a.m. He goes, you know what? We got to pay for this AI art.
I've got a
You got to
beard
pay
to
for this
comb."
fucking AI art.
What was I saying? Oh, this NPR, and they were talking about the tsunami in Japan. They were
Yeah.
like talking to someone like, "Do you think this is a testament to how you guys are coming together? That everyone's like they're passing out food, that all the power's out. They're like, you guys are very orderly in line, and like no one's pushing or anything. Like, is this like how strong you guys are?" And they're like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
How? What do you mean? There's a line.
What do you mean?
And they're like, well,
You're
no,
like-
just the way you guys aren't pushing each other and shoving. The guy's like, I don't understand your question.
But it is weird
shit.
because they will, Japan specifically will inconvenience themselves for the good of the group. If you've ever seen those videos of them getting on the subway and they have those people that push them.
Oh, I want to do one of those so bad.
Hey, but here's the thing.
That's my number one thing I want to go to Japan for.
Watch them get pushed because they don't have like a Queensboro Plaza energy where you're like, push me and see what happens.
Yeah.
They have like they just like give into it.
Yeah.
They're like almost like a dead, like, just push them and hold them in and they're like,
Gary Veter, an LCD sound system concert.
oh
Just
my
like,
God. Dude,
he just passed out, but too crowded to fall. So he's just like,
I think we might have brought it up on a couple different podcasts, but I don't think we've actually talked about that entire night because I've had my best drug experiences with you and I've had my worst. And I don't even think LCD sound system was the worst. It definitely wasn't the worst. It was the most interesting.
yeah.
But Ari and I did Bonaroo in 2015.
Is that the year it was? Okay.
And it sucked. Well, mine sucked.
Oh, right.
Mine sucked because I was in a relationship where I kind of just got bossed around.
You did get bossed around.
That's when I admitted it. It made Jay laugh really hard.
When you admitted
remember
it,
that
you bossed
moment when we went to go get those pictures taken, and the photographer was like, "Yell!" That guy Danny. Do you remember that? We took a group photo, and he's like, "Hey, the best way to get this photo is like you guys all yell something, just scream something." And Big J was standing next to me, and I go, "Do you know what it's like to get bullied by a hot girl for a full weekend?" And Jay was like, because he knew I'd been holding it in
a whole weekend. Hey, let's all go to that show. Okay, cool. I don't know. Let's go.
Jay thought it was funny because she'd be like, sip, 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 sip. And I'd be like, "Hey guys, I think we're just gonna stay here."
It was just this look of like,
it sucked.
What?
So it kind of
we're not okay.
I thought we were a group. So the next year, Ari is like, "Hey, I'm doing these secret shows
just
at
to go,
Bonaroo.
just to go in exchange for tickets.
They're not giving me money
and a place to park an RV, just a place to park it.
Place to park an RV, and you got food.
And we got food.
You got fucking Ari got it food.
Yeah.
And Ran Azizi was coming for the Grateful Dead, so I went to the first half, which was LCD Sound System the first night, Pearl Jam the second night. And we had like full access. Nate was on the comedy shows. Pete Davidson was on the comedy shows.
Oh, that's
Apatow,
right.
That's how Eddie Vedder got to the comedy tent. But it was Ari and I went down, and it was like when you go to someone's special taping and you're not taping, that was the energy. We were like, "Oh, this is zero pressure on me."
No pressure at all. We had these secret shows that we were like telling people about at the festival, just walking by, going,
people would be like, "Ari," and he'd be like, "Hey,
I would write down on their arm,
yeah." They'd be like, "Secret."
Yeah, it was Santa's tent, midnight Tuesday,
or not
like
Tuesday,
it'd be like Friday
in the morning.
Yeah,
me, you, Sean Patton, and Jack Knight. R.I.P.
Jack Knight, R.I.P.
But it was
rest in panties.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Don't put me in panties when I die, because that is very funny. If you're wearing a lacy bottom under your suit, you go, he's wearing lacy panties under that. But we went and did that show, and it was LCD Sound System. God damn it, dude. If you've heard me tell this story before, I'm sorry, but being here with Ari,
I've never heard it.
It was one of my favorite nights. Ari went and got pure MDMA from a fan.
Yeah, that was ruled. He took it out of his wheel well. He liked to open up his spare tire, and then like when like this, he goes, "I got the drugs." I'm like, "Damn, dude,
those are real drugs."
Yeah.
And Ari, I had never done that.
Live Nation had just bought Bonaroo, so they were coming down hard on drugs that year.
Yeah.
So you had to be careful.
Yeah, and Ari was like, "I'm doing MDMA Friday," and I was like, "I've never done MDMA," and he was like, "This is the MDMA you want to do,"
and that's the place for it.
Is Bonaroo.
Bonaroo,
LCD Sound System. Who honestly, outside of Daft Punk is playing at my house, I really didn't know a lot.
Me neither.
Did not know.
Me
a lot
neither.
About
just heard about it from Abrams.
And we're like, "Great, we'll do MDMA and go see LCD Sound System." Hey everybody, it's your nose blind friend. He's nose blind. Dan Soder, and I can't smell, and that's a very big fear of mine, that I smell like shit. Because no one's going to tell you. I talk about this a lot. No one's going to ever tell you. They're just going to wait till you walk away, and they're going to point at you. But that's why I like Mando, the whole body deodorant. I'm telling you right now, safe to use anywhere on your body, from your pits to your balls to your belly button to your butt crack. Created by a doctor who firsthand saw how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated, and it's clinically proven to block odor all day and control the odor for up to 72 hours. That is 3 days for those of you that are as bad as math as I am. Mando deodorant product options are the solid deodorant stick formulated and powered by mandelic acid to stop. There's no way it's mandelic acid. Someone's going to hear that and be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Mando deodorant product options. You got the solid deodorant stick. You got the spray deodorant. All products are baking soda free, so don't even worry about getting that baking soda on your hoo-ha. You get to choose from a variety of fresh scents like bourbon leather, Cloverwoods, Mount Fuji, or Pro Sport. Clinically proven to control odor better than a shower with soap alone. Guess what? 12 hours after a shower, the average man's Grundle odor level was a 5 out of 10. What's the scale? Who cares? Just go with it. With Mando, the average Grundle odor, 0 out of 10. So want to try America's #1 whole body deodorant formula right now? You can find them in Walmart, Target, and other retailers across America. For best deals, go to shopmando.com. Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. Comes with your solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like a mini body wash or deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for our listeners, new customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code Soder. That equivalates to over 40% off your starter pack. So use the code Soder at shopmando.com. SHOPMANDO.com. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando. I love wearing comfy clothes. I do it all the time. It's pretty awesome. Mack Weldon has got a little thing going on where they make comfy clothes that look, check this out, presentable. Yeah, you can actually look like you have your stuff together and still be comfortable. Some guys are great at peacocking. They know how to wear suits. They know how to wear all these like really cool stuff. Me, I just want clothes that I can wear outside and inside when I want to take a nap. Mack Weldon clothes are designed to fit your style and the demands of modern life. They look like regular clothes, but feel like the latest in modern comfort. The go-to choice for guys who want to look great without even trying. Get timeless looks with modern comfort from Mack Weldon. Go to MackWeldon.com and get 25% off your first order of $125 or more with the promo code DAN. That's MackWeldon.com, MackWeldon.com, promo code Dan. And Nate was on the show, and Nate was drinking again.
Let's hang out.
Do you remember that was Wine Nate? That was when Nate was like, "I'm only drinking wine."
So there was this tower of wine.
That's what it was called.
Yeah,
it was called the Tower of. You could buy it, and it was 4
and it was
orbs.
Wrapped. Yeah, 4 orbs. That's a good way to do it.
4 orbs.
No, the one on the right. The one on the right. No, down. No, down. Don't bring the mouse down. Move the mouse. Yeah, that one. That one.
Put that one up.
Put that one up.
So, dude, that's so funny because he's got to edit it tonight. So I just
now you can't even go straight to the picture. You have to find another picture that I have nearby it.
You motherfucker. So
you gotta edit in me with just like as Abraham Lincoln on the side. They're like, what's that one? Just some weird Simpsons like Easter egg. Like, Ari and Dan making out on the side. No, not that one.
Oh, move. It's us in a painting. But I remember Ari was like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take 1 pill right now.
Yeah.
And then we'll go into the show and we'll take a second pill and then it'll hit. He like, and listen, you're doing drugs with Ari Shaffir.
Which show?
LCD Sound System.
Okay, not the stand-up show. Yeah.
Here's the rule. This is the 2 of the luckiest things I've ever got to do in my life is do drugs with Ari Shaffir and eat a meal with Tim Dillon. And they both share. It's both the same rule. Let them lead. If you're doing drugs, Ari's been there before. If you meet Tim in Boston at a seafood place, you let him fucking call the shots.
Yeah.
He's and he did. Katie and I walked in. He was like, sat down for a second. He's like, I already ordered a seafood tower. And then I came in with like a 4 fucking stacks. It was fucking wild.
Like, okay, nice.
But Ari's like, take this now. And then in a little, and Rachel Feinstein was there, I think. I think Rachel might have been there. I remember talking to her. But I take the pill and I see Nate. And Nate's like, with Laura. And he's like, I'm drinking wine. But don't worry, it's just wine.
Yep.
And he had been sober. We were drinking buddies. He quit. I quit. He kind of came back for a little bit.
He'd come back. He'd be like, just when I'm on the road, not at home.
So he slams.
And that lasted as much as it lasted with me with just cigarettes in Europe. And then like a day later, I'm like, God, I want a fucking cigarette.
So we see him. He's got a tower and he takes 2 of them down. Right. And
2 of them. And it's like, oh no, Nate, these are for sharing. They're for they pull off. They're for like
group.
The party.
Yeah, it's for a wine. For a picnic.
Yeah. Can I tell you one of the earliest jokes I remember, and it fits here, is I did a show at John X's room. He used to run the DC Improv, opened his own room. And this guy who had it open for me, he goes, there was like a group of like middle-aged women. There was like a Chardonnay of women.
Sure. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
This was for a Chardonnay of people.
That's a fun joke.
Yeah.
For a Chardonnay of women. Yeah. He had 2 and I was nervous because I'd never done MDMA.
Yeah.
But I took it and we walk in, Samantha, our buddy.
MDMA will take you.
What's that?
Don't worry about the nerves. MDMA will get you in the right spot.
Dude, but that's what it was. So we sit down and they put us near the sound booth, but there was these like platforms you could step on to see over the crowd, so you
Yeah.
could see the stage because you're right in front of the sound booth. And I'm
We're not
sitting
blocking
on it.
anybody. Yeah.
I'm like sitting down, waiting for the show to start. And Nate has a wine next to me, and he's on his third, and he's already pretty hammered.
He's pretty hammered.
And Ari's like, "Take your second pill," and I take the second pill, and I'm chilling there. And Nate,
you're in the middle of a conversation. You're like, I know. Sorry. Just 1 second.
that's exactly what it was.
Second pill.
And I'm like talking to him, and Nate's like, "You're on drugs, man. I'm not listening to you." And he's like starting to get like wine confident.
Oh, and
where
mine's
he's like,
surly.
yes, that's where he started getting white wine drunk. He started getting very like, excuse me.
Yeah, he was white swine.
Dude, Rachel knocks over the fourth one, and Nate's like, I mean, come on, Soder, you're spilling my. I remember this specifically. He goes, "Come on, Soder, you're spilling my wine," and I stood up to defend myself, and I go, "Nate, I'm not." And then I felt a warmth in the middle of my fucking head, and it spread. And LCD Sound System started playing the song "Us and Them," and it like starts with like a very specific drum, like drum, and I was like, "Oh, this is awesome." And I fucking, my God, did I feel great. That's the best I think I've ever felt.
I think we just ditched Nate. We're like,
Nate disappeared.
Because he was like, your drugs. I'm like, our drugs are fine.
Yeah.
Your drugs, buddy.
But dude, I don't even know where he went. I don't know where Rachel went. You know what it became? It became me, you, Josh Adam Myers, Jeremiah Watkins, and the goddamn Comedy Jam. But Samantha, specifically, who worked for Bonaroo, just kept giving us cold waters.
Great. What a
It was the
fucking
best drug
caretaker.
experience I've ever had in my life.
With enough space to jump around.
It
what
was
you want
perfect.
and an LCD, and you're not blocking anybody.
I've
stepped on so many toes, jumping and smashing the legs. Like, sorry,
I'd be so
gonna
mad
keep
if
doing
a guy
it.
like
Really
you-
apologize. Gotta keep doing it.
You look like a guy that you get mad at a concert. You go, that fucking guy.
I jump. I can't help jumping. And at some point, I'm like, if you're in front of me, I just put my arm on your shoulder so I can. And then someone looks back. I'm like, do you mind? And like, no, it's fine. So I just otherwise I'm gonna step on you. I can't jump straight up.
You are very fun to go to a concert with.
Yeah.
He's very into. Do you remember when I'm jumping all over the place, but I'll go to the worst drug story because that's at another concert moment that it just entered my mind with Ari. Me, you, and Greg Stone went and saw St. Paul and the Broken Bones at Terminal 5.
Yeah, like I climbed the whole speaker system.
Yeah. Do you remember that family of women? It was like there was this mom and her two daughters, right? And they go like.
We do this thing as comics where you look at a group and they're like, let's just give them a backstory.
Yeah, and so we're like, oh, this, but it played out in front of us because this. So it was me, Ari, and Greg Stone, all pretty good size and height, and these women tap on us and they're like, "Excuse me, they were short, and they were like, we have a problem seeing over you guys. Could we go in front of you?"
It's all GA, so it's fine.
Yeah,
like,
and we're
all
like,
right, we're
yeah,
back
absolutely.
1 foot. Go ahead.
And then their dad is there, right? And their dad is.
It was like the wife and 2 kids.
Yeah, the wife and 2 daughters. And
right.
they went up, and the daughters are in their 20s, the wife's in her 50s, the dad's in his late 50s, early 60s, and we're like a wall. And we open, and the 2 daughters and the mom come in, and the wall, and then the dad's lagging, and we're like, "Hey,
the wall closed.
Do you want to
get up?
Do you want to get in front of us?" And he goes, "It's all good, man. I'm good back here." And I go, "No. You should be with your family." And he gets like. I said I'm good. And then I look at Ari and I go like, all right. And so we closed the gate off. When I tell you this guy had the best time being separated from his family. And then
they told him at Hanukkah, "Hey, Dad, I know your favorite band is St. Paul and the Broken Bones."
Because they told us, they go, "We got our tickets for our dad. This is like one of his favorite bands." And he was like, "Motherfucker.
4 tickets. I'm going to bring Rodney.
Yes.
I'm going to bring Tim. Oh, I got to bring Tim. And then who do I bring? John or Jim? Oh, it's going to be tough. I got to bring Rodney. Got to bring Tim. Oh,
yeah, that's exactly
how do you
the
narrow
energy.
it down? But I got to, maybe they can get one too. But anyway, this is going to be sick. You guys are great." And then they come back in and
they go like,
"Okay, so we got a hotel for us all."
And so when my dumbass is going like, "Oh no, be with your family," he's like, "Motherfucker, shut the wall."
I'm with my
so
family
I shut
all the
it.
time.
Dude, he had 2 beers, and he was just like, "Do you remember?" I remember that. I remember there's a song called "Burning Rome," and he did this thing that like you only do when you're really feeling it, where he goes, "They're doing Burning Rome," like that. And I was like, this guy's loving life. And you saw like the mom and the daughters shuffling their feet, and they were like into the show, but this guy like got a moment to just breathe, to be like, Yeah, and so that leads me to the worst.
By the way, let me break into the first one. I remember talking to Joe List, huge Pearl Jam fan.
Oh, because we went to Pearl Jam the next night.
Yeah.
And we also did MDMA and mushrooms.
Yeah.
Which I just stayed clung to the thing, didn't enjoy the show, and then they turned on all the lights, and I was like,
yeah, he also
what was
like,
all that?
It was also right after the Orlando shooting, and he was like talking about, but we were just finding out, so were 80,000 people on drugs finding out there was this gay attack.
It's a very terrible attack in Orlando, and I just want to, and I'm on mushrooms.
Tell us Monday.
I'm like, can you do Yellow Lead better?
Yeah. And then I remember going like, no, I saw him, but LCD Soundsystem was better. No shitting on Pearl Jam. And Joe List like, you're crazy. That's because they were on drugs. And Jeremiah's like, oh, I'm sober. And I was at the post shows. I agree. LCD was better.
Damn. We're like, sober said it. And that was the first time we saw him.
Yeah. But that's not Jeremiah. That's Jeremiah was a bullfrog. It's down. Jeremiah Watkins.
Dude, this episode's going to be called Make Him Work. He's just making Mike do extra work. But he, that show was unbelievable.
God,
and that made
great.
me a giant LCD Sound System fan.
Yeah.
Where I went and listened to all their albums, got into it. And they're definitely a fan base that would hate hearing that. They're definitely a fan base that's like, I used to listen to him in fucking Williamsburg in 1998.
Yeah.
And you're fucking, you poser. I mean, they have a song called You Wanted a Hit. Like, we've seen him.
Cool
You and I have
We've
seen
him three times together. I've never been to any concert with the same person that many times.
It's true love.
I don't think.
Hard eyes? Can you give me hard eyes? But we went.
Oh my God, hold on, I gotta scratch my dick.
Yeah. Oh, don't. This isn't. I can't pay $100,000.
It's a Glassman. This is all Glassman stuff. Hold on. That feels
so
good.
we got. What would be even better is if you leave some of these blank, so he just looks like an asshole. So we got super hyped for LCD Sound System. They were doing 3 nights at Brooklyn Steel, and you, me, Gary Veeder, and Michelle Wolf all were like, everyone knew we were doing drugs.
Yeah.
I got in trouble with Veeder and his wife.
You can get in trouble with Veeder.
I got in trouble with Veeder's wife.
Yeah, okay.
'Cause he was trying to lie about it, and I helped him. And
Say I'm opening for you.
Yeah.
God damn, it
And then
sucks
I blew
so
it.
bad when they make you lie and then put you in the center of the fire, and then you, instead of going, sorry, stop, I made him lie. But even if you say I made you lie, now it's like, you lied to me.
Yeah. What a shitty situation. But Ari was like, I got MDMA and I got mushrooms. Great. We did that.
We're
combo
good,
at
guys.
Pearl
We're
Jam.
good. We
This
can
is
get
gonna be
waters
awesome.
there.
A lot of waters. I think I had at one point 6 waters on me.
Sweat it out.
In a wetter, because I had my winter coat, so they were all like.
They were everywhere, but don't worry, because you can dance yourself clean.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. And put the song right there.
The song, and get the rights for that, please. Publishing rights,
pay-
I'm just finding out. Or exorbitant. So good luck with that. God
But
damn.
We all did mushrooms and took this MDMA, which we found out had a little bit of speed.
It was a little more speedy than I would have liked. A little more speedy than I would have liked.
It was very, very speedy. The show was good. The giant disco ball was awesome at Brooklyn Steel.
Michelle is having all these realizations. I've been with her a couple of times where she's had like shroom realizations.
Yeah, Bonaroo 2015.
That tree is there.
Yeah.
The tree is there
This is
for
Michelle
everything.
like being lucky to get into Bonaroo stand up. Just like, ooh, cool, I got accepted.
Yeah.
To
You know what I realized? I can do whatever I want in the whole world. I can live wherever and do whatever and be with whoever I want, and I can make it in the world. I can host the
and she
fucking
did it.
everything.
She did it.
Yeah, within like 3 weeks.
She manifested that shit. I think if that's a lesson for drugs, it's start talking that shit when you're high, because it fucking works sometimes.
Kudos to the guy who I bought enough mushrooms for the entire Bonnaroo comedy. People were coming up to me. Nick Thune and Natasha were like, hey, you got mushrooms? I'm like, yeah, guys, here you go.
We ate him on Ralphie's bus in 2015.
Joyelle was like, how do I do this? I'm like, put them in your mouth. I was like, how much? I'm like, put them in your fucking mouth, Joyelle.
Trust, I'm the Sherpa.
Yeah, she
this
was
is
like-
how you climb.
That worked.
Yeah. But LCD Sound System at Brooklyn Steel, we took mushrooms and the sped up MDMA.
Yeah.
And the show wasn't even the story. The show was good. The show was fine.
It was great.
The lights came on. We stood outside talking for... Oh, it's a fire. Something's going on. Maybe the aliens are here.
Is it the Staten Island Ferry right by here?
I don't know. That sounds like...
It's crazy. They're way off course. Ever
on the
since
boat.
Stan bought that ferry, it's been really downhill.
You look down the boats on 6th Avenue.
Yeah, Christelle's like, trust me. Trust me.
Who doesn't need a boat on land?
But dude, that was the most drugged out I've ever felt.
Well, Veter passed out, but the crowd was so tight that he just like was kept up. We could have gotten trampled. He was just caught in between people and just like up.
And then they brought him
3
back.
minutes, and he was like, oh.
Yeah, and we had a bunch of waters.
Yeah, Michelle was like looking through a disco ball. It's like they're being amplified through mirrors, and I amplify my art through the microphone.
I mean, that's like all. I mean, by the way, those are. Well, we're not judging.
Yeah.
I was saying ridiculous shit. I was going like, I'm sweating out all the problems of my past. You're just all fucked up on mushrooms.
Like, you guys both have good points. You have great points.
And you're just crushing some guys, some banker's feet that lives in a fucking Dumbo. But dude, the thing is we were outside Brooklyn Steel for good 2 hours talking.
Just walking slightly.
And then we look up and we're like, where the fuck are we? We're in the middle of Brooklyn. We had no idea. So
like
we took
warehouse district. It was pretty abandoned. Like even like less people than like where Jay lives now.
Yeah. I mean, he's all the way on the west.
Like
he lives by the Intrepid. There's barely anybody. There was no one.
Nobody.
So we took a cab to Ari's house and stayed there. I left at 8 in the morning. No, 7 in the morning, I think. I went to therapy.
Decided right then, let's go to therapy? Or
no, I went home.
It just didn't. We got to the end of my block. There was a garbage truck. And I was like, let's just get out here. It's a 1 minute walk. And then we were like, oh, shit. I feel so bad for this cab driver who now won't be able to get a fare. I gave him like $50. And then Michelle's like, we should give him money. I'm like, I gave him 50. She's like, 200 more. I'm like, that's
Jesus,
about right.
I don't remember
that's
that.
About right. Yeah, you guys had just gotten out of the cab. We were trying to like, so sorry for having to spend another 8 minutes in your cab without a fare.
When you're a cab driver in the mornings at that like
two different kinds of guys you pick up.
Yeah, going to work or coming home.
Yeah,
fucked up.
Yeah,
but yeah, man, that lasted for like 2 and a half days.
I couldn't sleep. I slept like the next morning. I think I got to sleep.
Yeah. I mean, I did it.
Michelle stayed over till like 2 p.m.
That's crazy. You can find an episode of the Bonfire that I'm on that happened the next day because it was
too speedy.
It was a Tuesday. It was
too speedy.
We did an episode, and I think I did a you know what, dude. Oh, that was the Yankee swap. I was on. That was. Yes, I pissed like 80 times that day.
Drank a lot of water.
I was just pouring water. Yeah, that was holy shit. That's fun. I didn't know it was a Yankee swap episode. That was the next day because that's why I couldn't call out of it because I was like, I think that's when you guys fucked Mary Jean. That was that episode.
You did what?
Mary Jean, this porn star, tried to fight Lewis. Like actually tried to fight Lewis. That. And it was like holding up a painting, and she was like going at him, and I urinated, and I did a bonfire because Jay was like, "You are pissing like crazy." That was nuts.
Yeah, God, that fucking ruled. What a night that was.
No,
what a night.
No, it was horrible. It was horrible. The first night was great.
Memories. I loved it. Oh, wow,
you know what
great.
It was?
It was annoying. We're like, I need to go to sleep, but I'm itchy.
If that happened now, and I didn't have if I didn't have to do stuff, I would have enjoyed that.
Yeah.
If I would have had if I could have canceled everything I had and then just been like, I would have loved it.
Stuff.
But I was like trying to be normal with that.
I didn't have to do anything. I was just trying to sleep, and then like spiders are crawling all over me. It felt like spiders were crawling over me. Glassman, handle it.
Damn, dude, you got Glassman. We got to have him on here. When he's on here, get ready. Get ready for that fucking edit.
I don't think anyone's changed the fucking podcast game in that level since
awesome.
That. He's like the version of, that 4-way Pac-Man we play against each other? It was the first development in Pac-Man since Miss Pac-Man, which was the same game.
Yeah.
Glassman's editing on podcast. It was like the first like step up in podcasting.
Also, he's very, it's like, he sees it way before you know what the fuck's happening. Where he just goes like, "Do that," and you go, "Oh, that's fun."
Yeah, touch your ear, just touch your ear,
Glassman.
I'm like, why? It's like, and then some fucking Oompa Loompas coming out of your ear. Like,
this leads us back to Copenhagen.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay.
So you could do those drugs. Following Copenhagen, Auckland, New Zealand at number 5.
Wait. We got from Christiania, Copenhagen to LCD Sound System.
Yeah.
And St. Paul and the Broken Bones and all that.
Pothead friends.
Nice.
That's how that works.
I think first of all, I've said it before. You're on the Mount Rushmore of comedian potheads.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Damn,
it's like
dude.
Doug Benson obviously is
Shout
on there.
out.
But like, it's this mixture of, it can't be like some like open micer that does hella weed. It's got to be a mixture of having a career and that.
It's a balance.
It's you, Benson, Rogan's up there. He's such a fucking advocate. I don't know. There's other ones.
The fourth one is
Leave a
forgotten.
comment here.
The Forgotten Soldier, the number 5. But Copenhagen's 4. Auckland, New Zealand. Which that's where all the billionaires are going, right?
But what if you need to get away from the Maoris? It's a terrible place.
Oh wow. The Maoris are coming for you. You're gonna get Maori canceled. Amsterdam,
row right up to my house.
Amsterdam's number 6.
You insulted us.
Some of these I'm fucking
Amsterdam is what?
6.
You would think Amsterdam has the best weed in Europe. It does not.
It's because it's like
It's tourist shit.
yeah, but those cafes are cool.
The cafes are great. I mean,
Amsterdam's
the
one of the only places
ability
on
to
this
find
list.
it is better.
The what?
The ability to find it, just walk and find it, is better. But the level of it.
Yeah, I think we were just late. I was very lazy when I went there.
To Amsterdam?
Yeah, I just wanted to get weed.
Yeah, sure.
The guy, my buddy Mike, was with. Oh, DJ Lou was with me.
Oh, nice.
DJ Lou and his friend Amanda, and me and my friend Mike, and they just wanted to drink. I wanted to smoke, so those cafes were perfect.
Yeah, you can get both, and also
You can also get spliffs, so it kind of counts as smoking.
I
But
love spliffs, European spliffs. Don't worry, guys. You won't still be addicted to tobacco when you get back to America.
Oh man, I love it. It's such a treat. It's so a fucking.
It killed me. I had to really quit again.
Really?
It was so dumb, and it was like I'm fully addicted. And it was like, no. And every time I was like, let me stop. It was like, be like a day and a half, and then right back to fucking make up for lost time. Like 7 to make up immediately.
Would you do it every smoke? You would have a spliff.
So I would do it. The last one was in Australia, and I was did the Great Ocean Road. I would just spliff the whole thing. It goes longer.
That's like smoking cigarettes, though. You got to
No,
do a
it's not-
spliff once every 4 when you're on vacation. You
Where
can't
were
have
you
it
in
everywhere.
Australia?
But I'm just saying, because if you're smoking weed mostly, then the spliff is like
Yeah.
when I see
but you can't
Sherrod.
find great weed everywhere.
Yeah, when I see Sherrod Small, I know he's going to be smoking a spliff.
Yeah, he's a
Right?
spliffer.
When I smoke with Sherrod, I know I'm going to get a little tobacco.
He should warn you too more than he does.
I don't know. I love it. I love running into that old mistress, and then you're like, something happened. I had a little puff. Number 7.
Not cheating though.
It isn't.
It's like getting a massage parlor jerk off, where a lot of women are like, no, it was never
And
going to
you
lead to
go,
a relationship.
technically.
Yeah, it's not smoking.
Number 7's Frankfurt, Germany.
I told you it was going to be one of those off-town German towns. It couldn't be Berlin. It was going to be, I said Munich or Frankfurt. Is that what I just said?
Yeah, Frankfurt. Frankfurt, Germany, number 7.
Go back and look up, and if I said it again, now lay this in. Sorry, I'm sorry. I just texted Glassman today. I
Now,
believe it's Frankfurt.
I need you to cut 3 minutes of The Godfather 2.
I was
There's a
just
scene.
texting him this morning, so I'm so Glassman out in my head.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
7
In fact,
is
cut all that out.
7 is Vancouver.
Yeah,
7
Vancouver.
Great.
Interesting. Yeah.
Number 9
Especially
is
if you're a
Bern,
Chinese
Switzerland.
investor. Bern. Never been there.
Have you been to Switzerland a bunch?
Yeah, but not Bern.
What about
Been to
What
Montreux.
about Basel?
Never been to Basel either.
But those are 9 and 10.
Wow.
And then the
That's a
worst-
lot of Swiss.
They do the bottom 10, which is so funny.
Which
to
is
go
where you
through.
don't want to be?
Yeah, this is the 10 cities at the bottom of the list
Wow.
are. I'm gonna fuck up some of these.
I mean, who would go to any of these?
Khartoum, Sudan. Baghdad, Iraq.
Okay. Not great for gays.
Bangui,
What?
Bangui, Bangui, which is Central African Republic.
Okay.
Uh,
CAR. Yeah, sure.
Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Damascus is on the list.
Where's Damascus?
Syria.
Syria. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, Kinshasa.
Well, probably the Middle Eastern countries and the Arab
And-
countries are really
and
crushing on
Dominican.
this.
I mean,
stay away vibes.
They put this list out not knowing, like, hey, we're going to look racist. It's like top 10 countries for Americans, white countries.
Yeah.
Everything else, move there. That's such a funny list because as a traveler, you just like, why would you make a list if you
Of,
know
like,
where you're
places
going?
you don't want to live.
Right.
Who's like considering it? It's
This is the problem with 24-hour news cycles is people feel an obligation to make these kind of lists where you're like, no one needs
I
that.
should also weigh in on what's terrible.
I should also the bottom 10 are Sudan is a tough place for a white like an Ohio American to go probably.
Yeah.
But who the fuck would ever think it was a good idea? I hope those aliens come today. They're saying that online. It was like, remember when Area 51, that whole thing of like, we're going to go to Area 51?
Yeah.
December 12th, 2012. Do you remember that?
We want to believe. I remember those people
what
on
was the
top of
date? December
building.
21st?
December 21st, 2012. Look that up, please.
Yeah. Bring that up. Can you bring up that Wikipedia?
No, that's December 7th. You need to look later.
That's Big J's birthday.
I would just Google the whole thing. What you're doing is Googling every single day in December separately. Okay, this is going to take a while. So now we're on December 9th. What happened? Notable December 9th. I'm telling you, dude, it's the 12th to the 21st. All right, keep looking, I guess.
But do you remember? They made a whole movie about it.
Yeah. There was all these people on the rooftop waiting for them. Or was that
Independence Day.
Independence Day. And then they go, oh, we just got blown up.
Yeah, then they fucking that. So I wonder. I mean, I don't wonder. I know it's going to be the same as December 21st, 2012. Because I was at my mom's house in Denver. I was in Aurora talking to her drunk neighbor.
Yeah.
And I remember going like, if the world ends right now and I'm talking to this asshole, I'm going to be pretty
At what point
upset.
can you just be like, bye?
Yeah.
Like,
this could be the end of the world.
Yeah.
If
Just
the
walk.
world, I feel like if there ever is an apocalypse and there's an afterlife, you're going to be like, that's what I was doing the last thing.
I had this theory about everyone bitching about like World War III with Iran. Remember that?
Yeah. I mean, people love those. People love to get the World War III thing going.
And they're like, it's a real thing. I'm like, okay, is your worry going to help it? Because I'm going to be off skiing with my friends. And you're going to worry about World War III in your last day. We're all going to get to fucking hell at the same time. Like, what'd you do with your last time? Like, I was bitching online on Twitter with strangers about what it did end up happening. And what were you doing? I'm like, Veil, bro.
Yeah,
It ruled.
This was
I hit a
Ari's
jump I never hit.
Ari's reaction was this. And then he pulled his goggles up and went, is that a mushroom cloud? And then it's like, and then everyone's fucking gone. Yeah, dude, that's the people that like worry about. That's always been my thing about online activism is like, you're not even around it.
Yeah,
you're just like in the comfort of your home being like, you guys should do this.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to start. We need to start fist fights again. Make fist
should
fights
be rule.
legal.
You know what I want to online? They just don't have it. Is a way to just go, instead of like saying for every like political station, do not recommend this channel, do not recommend this channel, and like go, how about ABC 7 from Oklahoma City? Try that one. I'm like, no. I'm like, just no fucking politics.
Yeah.
Just enter into my thing. I don't want any politics.
How can you? I mean,
I'll miss something that I want to see over all that I don't.
and like I said, you'll see the mushroom cloud when you're.
I'll see it.
when you're ripping some fresh pow.
I'll see it, or it will hit me from behind, and I won't.
You're on a good blue run.
You ever see that one with this guy with this lady running, and it's Photoshop, but there was a bear behind her. And she's like got the earbuds in, and the bear just keeps going or whatever. It's photoshopped really well. Call it up, please. And
I love it. Do that again. Bring that up.
but she's just having a good run. That's how I hope I'll be, even on the mushroom cloud. Even at the end, it's just like, it's a warm. Dude, evaporated. Not a second of worry.
Being hunted or just getting grabbed. Because like it's so much worse. That's why they kill cows without the cows knowing it's about to happen.
Yeah.
Because if you go like, your fucking meat's all tainted. You're like, shit. If I had a bear like taunting me, like, you know, and I'm like, and the bear's like a
Eat
Freddy
the head,
Krueger
not the
shit.
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to like out of nowhere grab my neck, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like Googling something. Like, I want to fucking. It's crazy to think that you want to see it coming. Fuck no, dude.
Yeah,
If
I
you
don't
blow
want to know
it up,
about
just
any
blow
of it.
up.
You won't make a difference.
Yeah.
It's not like, hey, just so you know, they're about to raise your rent. I'm like, oh, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah.
I won't re-up. Or they're about to have construction. That's helping me understand this.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like what?
It's separate, but like, you ever like want to go up to a celebrity and say hi or something? Like, I always tell people like, don't. You're not going to help them at all. The only thing you can do is, let's say there's Tom Brady sitting there, or Brad Pitt. And this Brad, I want to say hi to him. The only thing he would appreciate is like, are you Brad Pitt? Is that your card? They're towing it right now.
That's
Like,
true.
thanks, man.
That's
and then
true.
run out there. That's the only thing that they'll want.
I landed in Vegas last year when
It's Las Vegas, everybody.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Where's that? In the West Coast? Pull that up on a map.
It's right there. Put an arrow on it.
Yeah, it's right. Okay, yeah. Now, how do I get there from here? The family circus route with lots of different details. There's a dragon up there near Tulsa.
Pull up a playlist of a great song cross country. But
This Dan walking through.
I went to. I went to Che got me a Super Bowl ticket to watch the 49ers lose to the Chiefs.
Guevara.
And Che Guevara, the revolutionary leader. I landed in Vegas, and Dan Campbell, the head coach of the Detroit Lions, was, like in Vegas, you go down those escalators to go to the trains, once you land. And I was like going down the escalator, and I was like, "This fucking."
He wasn't playing.
What's that?
He wasn't playing.
No.
So
the Lions lost to the 49ers
Right.
in the NFC Championship game last year.
It's a tough one, yeah.
Which now I'm cheering for the Lions. Because I think the Niners
49ers are not a threat this year.
Fuck you. At least we beat the Cowboys.
You just gave up a draft position. It's the wrong year for that shit.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah.
But I see Dan Campbell, and I'm like, I get so excited because it's the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's
Dan
like
Campbell
Super Bowl weekend.
could be the coolest NFL coach.
Yes. Mike McDaniel, I think, is
He's the most autistic.
He is.
Dan Campbell could be the coolest.
You're right.
Going for 2-point conversions only, rubbing in. Did you see what he did against the Cowboys? Because they called that play in the playoffs, and that made him lost last year.
Who, Dan Campbell?
The guy didn't report as eligible, even though you see him talk.
Yeah.
So he called in reporting for eligible like something like 14 times that game.
Great.
Even at the very
That's great.
last, they were like kneeling on the ball. He's like, "Go call in as eligible."
I like that. Dan Campbell's
Yeah,
great.
He's great.
So so I see him, and I'm like,
Now here's McDaniel. The numbers. All I see is the numbers.
no, it's not right.
The numbers.
McDaniel's
The numbers.
McDaniel's like this. I'm cool as shit.
Cool as shit.
McDaniel's like this. This is wait, you gotta look. This is how it goes. I'm cool as shit. Now put sunglasses down. But I see him and I'm like, I'm gonna go talk to him. But then it's the thought of like, dude, don't bother him. And then I'm in a 49er hat and I'm thinking about what I'm gonna say. And I'm like,
I like football. And he goes, "Yeah, that's all who comes up to me."
I think I was gonna walk up to him and go, great season. But I don't. Then I'm like, why say that? You're wearing the hat of the team that beat him.
Oh,
and
good point.
As I'm getting close to him, I can tell that him and his wife are not in a fight, but they're in a we're traveling together spat.
We're not happy with each other right now.
He's going like this. He's going like, I looked over there. I looked over there. That's what I hear when I'm walking up, and I just immediately was like, no, guys, there's nothing you want less than when you're in a lover's spat to have a guy go, I really thought you had a great season this year, and I'm wearing the hat of the team that beat him.
Dude, I went to see Shane at Wells Fargo, and it was a Yankees playoff game, sport team. You know,
Yeah.
I was wearing cap, jersey.
You go all out though.
Oh, yeah.
You go Jersey.
I support. I went to every single game this year. Me and Renaziz and Mike Cannon did a show at Levity Live to pay for World Series tickets. We're like, we can't afford them. And we're like, oh, we do have an income way.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you should do it.
Anyway, I'm dressed up, going to see him, and one of the fucking pitchers from the Phillies is there because Shane's famous with every athlete.
Dude.
Long hair.
He doesn't have groupies.
Yeah.
He has athletes.
Yeah. And he goes, "You got a lot of nerve wearing that in here." Yeah. And I'm like, "Why?
Yeah.
This isn't where you guys play, and we didn't beat you."
Yeah, we have no.
And he just keeps trying to ride me. He goes, "Oh, Judge with the fucking name on the back. Oh yeah. I would never wear that. That's not the official jersey." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but I met him in this shirt, so it's lucky. So it's our season, you know." And he just keeps trying to needle me, and I'm like, What's up, bro? Like, what do you want?
Did you ever
feel give up fucking 17 runs in the fucking last season against the Mets?
Yeah, sorry you guys' bats fell asleep against the Mets. Did he let up at all?
I bet he was like, I talked to my friend who name dropped someone on the fucking that southpaw from fucking or whatever, that side armor from the Yankees. He goes, he said he would never wear one with this. I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't like it, but it's the one I bought, so I'm wearing it.
Yeah,
he just didn't let. I was like,
that's always weird when people.
I was like, what are you coming at me for?
When you're in a
I think he was trying to impress Shane.
Yeah, when you're in a
that's all they know.
When you're in a non-sports.
No, that's Shane Torres. No.
when you're in a non-sports setting and you're getting that energy, like your teams are playing. There was I did shows in London, and I flew back to Boston to meet Katie. At her parents' house because that's where the dog was.
Very the slut waitress from the Comedy Store when I was starting there.
That was all edited. I edited out something because Ari fucking pops off at the mouth and says shit.
Fair.
No, my fiance Katie. But I flew back to Boston from London and I'm wearing my Niners hat. And the guy doing customs or whatever, he's like, 49ers. I was like, yeah. He's like, Ball's wearing that here. And I went, we've never had a rivalry with you. What is it? And he goes, yeah.
Like,
and,
what?
And then he stamped my passport. It was, but that's very much Philly.
That's
and
in
Boston.
The Simpsons. They do that. It's like, Springfield. That's it. You make a wrong turn. That's why he beats you nearly half the time.
Yeah, but like, Boston and Philly both have that. They're good sports fan bases because they're so aggressive.
Yeah, but it's like, what are you, good dude? You're just way off here.
Yeah. Why are you mad at me? Because I'm wearing a 49ers hat.
Yeah,
and also, it would have been great if you're like, grab a glove. I can hit you.
let's go.
You're at Wells
confidence is
Fargo
shot right now.
You go, I'm in your fucking head.
A 7 ERA in the playoffs.
I think
Now's
there's
not your
so
time
much.
to talk shit.
There's so much luck in this Judd jersey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking hit you, Shane. Get us a batting
Walk it
cage.
off.
'Cause
Walk
they
it off.
have
And somebody like pace it off like the
That's
natural.
so funny. 90 feet or whatever it is to him out, and you go send it. If you had a stance that made him nervous,
Yeah,
you're
it
like
throws
one of
one
those
in, and
weirdos.
I just Juan Soto it out, shuffle out, then shuffle back in.
Man, Juan
Animate
Soto,
that, please.
Juan Soto signing for the Red Sox is really going to make you mad, isn't it?
Dude, well, I just like to say this publicly that your chick was sure. Whose wedding did we go to? We were up there. It was Norman's.
Oh, in Louisiana.
Yeah, we were outside the first day, the meeting day.
Yeah.
She's gonna rue crossing me
Why?
because she was positive Aaron Judge would not re-sign with the Yankees. Can you look up Aaron Judge's stats
Oh,
last year?
don't
please,
do
for
that.
the
Also,
Yankees?
don't do that. Don't throw that shit at me too, because he grew up a Giants fan, and the Giants had a legitimate shot at one point, and then they leaked it. You fucking evil fuck.
It'll be
you come
done.
in here and you fucking detonate something that goes on Katie and me.
That's right. I love the
Fuck,
household.
God damn you.
Hey Myrtle, stay in your
No,
cage.
she's locked up because she was right to bark at you when you came in here.
Came
She
in, I
knew
got
it.
too wild. She was happy, and then I got a little too wild. I was like, "Give me a toy, guys." And she's like,
It was so funny. She was going, by the way,
speedy.
she was going nuts. It's too speedy. That might be the name of the episode. Edit that or too speedy. Well, you're a Cowboys fan. Are you a bigger basketball or football fan?
I mean,
first off-
I'm no longer a football fan. I think anyone who watches football is kind of lame, to be
That's what-
honest.
So we'll do football cards.
Ugh. God, they suck. I went with Jay to that jersey store on the way down to Wells Fargo.
Oh, you
and he
went
goes,
to
you got to
Mitchell
stop and get a jersey.
Mitchell
I'm
and
like,
Ness?
I don't feel like buying anything Cowboys right now. After
Yeah.
keeping McCarthy and after re-signing Dak Prescott, who's a backup on 11 teams in the NFL, to the richest contract of all time.
Can I just say this as a sports fan?
Jones
You
needs to
won't
die.
Yeah, you won't win until Jerry Jones is dead. That's the curse. I don't know what it is. Your special is coming out
America's Sweetheart
on Netflix.
on Netflix.
Stream it.
Stream it now. It's available now.
With America's Sweetheart on Netflix.
It's a lot about focusing on positive and that same fucking thing of fucking go skiing when the fucking World War III is coming.
I like that idea. On Netflix. Go watch it. Now,
Now,
we're going to do football cards
okay.
because this comes out just on YouTube.
I have a baseball card story.
What's your baseball card story?
I had a nice collection of baseball cards.
Good for you.
I was over at my friend's house one time. His brother had they were rich, even for upper class Jews.
Damn.
They had a pool table in the downstairs. They had a
Finished downstairs?
and they had a downstairs.
Wait, they had what?
They had a downstairs.
So, like, you go downstairs.
Downstairs was a playroom, standard for middle class, upper middle class back then.
like a TV couch.
Yeah, just like play
Nintendo.
stuff. If they had a little mini basketball, it'd be down there.
Fun.
And they had a downstairs. I think they had a room adjoining. They might have been his room, but they had a pool table there.
Fuck.
And he had all his baseball cards laid out, and I stole one. Yeah,
What'd you steal?
a George Brett rookie card, 1975
It's
Topps.
actually kind of sick, dude.
Yeah.
I think I have a George Brett up here. George Brett is the coolest.
Yeah, I became an instant fan of George Brett after that. He was cool. His shit the pants story is
It's
one of the
hilarious.
greatest stories. Really sad I never got it on This Not Happening. But
By the
it was
way,
already out.
I think we've talked about it more than 3 times.
What?
That story's been brought up, how legendary it is.
Oh my
when he
God.
tells it when they're stretching.
And he doesn't know when he was recording him.
No, I guess.
Some guy's just doing he's like he was like,
Shit my pants last night.
who's there it is, that's George. Oh my God.
Shit my pants last night.
The other player's like, what?
I love it.
They're
That
dying.
is locker room talk.
Yeah, that's locker room talk.
That's absolutely locker room talk. But did you ever tell your friend?
No.
Did he ever say anything?
No, I had it for years. When I realized I got older, and I was like, I got to give it back to him. I don't know how to broach that subject. I'm just like, hey man, I don't want you back in my life in any way. You're an
that's
Orthodox
weird.
Jew with a whole family.
Yeah.
I just need to return this with you. It was worth far more than when I stole it, and then the bottom dropped out of the market. Now it's worth almost nothing.
Oh.
But I've held on to it. It's in one of the holders, so it's still in mint.
Wait, you still have it?
Yeah.
You never gave it back?
No. I got to find him. When you go visit home, and like, what, I got to take time to make amends on something he doesn't even know I did. And it's his brother. So who
It's
do I
his
give it
brother?
to, him or find his brother?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
But it is a George Brett rookie.
It's a George Brett rookie. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer.
But he didn't miss it because he would have said
Didn't
something.
miss it.
So the question becomes,
Yeah.
if he doesn't miss it,
Did you do this 12 steps or no? You just quit.
no, I just quit.
But you know those 12-step people?
Yeah, well, they do 12 steps.
Yeah, and one of them is apologizing.
Number 9, I believe.
Is it sure
9?
know a lot for someone who wasn't in the fucking program.
Listen, my family's
Yeah,
bumping. My
is
dad's
Dan
family.
in the program? No, that's
My dad-
pogrom. That's pogrom. That's a different thing. That's Russian.
Yeah.
Edit in some Russian Dan stuff.
Let's just say the Soders aren't unfamiliar with 12 steps.
But it's like, do you apologize to someone if the apology is going to hurt their life? Hey, man, I fucked your wife.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have. And I think they tell you, like, nah, take that into account. Do not.
Yeah, I think you keep that George Brett card.